what happens after the Constitution is written, we find days of prayer as well coming. There were 2 under President Washington, 2 under John Adams. There were no 0 ones that came out of Thomas Jefferson on a federal level, but there was 1 that came out on a state level when he was governor of Virginia, and 4 from Mr. Madison. Here's the first one from Mr. Washington in 1789. And again, I would ask you to look these up and see if I'm telling the truth. And 1795, the second one, and then the 2 of Mr. Adams, the first one, in 1798. And also in your time, these people just keep coming out with this. They'll say that John Adams was a Unitarian. Well, I challenge you to read these because it has one of the best Trinitarian formula of the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost in both of these proclamations. Then we also have the second one they had in 1799, and typing so you can read it. And here's Madison's different ones in 1812, 1813, 1814, and 1815. I'm sorry, that's 1815. And something I would challenge you to read those documents and also see what it says recommended in each one of those. It didn't say you had to. So there is again that aspect of freedom of religion in that. But it gave those who wanted to, it gave them freedom of religion. Can you imagine that we have freedom of religion? Freedom to publicly worship God, not in an offensive sense, but freedom of religion reigns in this, or at least it did, from the 1789 until 1962. So I would challenge you to read. And his inauguration, he said, mentioned God 3 times in that. And as former Chief Justice, when I retired from being Chief Justice, I was governor of the state of New York from 1795 until 1801. And there were 2 prayer recommendations that I gave as governor. Now, again, I was Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, and you can see that I thought it was okay to recommend days of prayer. We'd like to give you that is an established fact in your culture since 1962. So from 1789 to 1962, it was okay to have public prayer. It was okay to read the Bible in schools. But since then, it's been against the law. And I would put to your attention that a man named Roger Taney was the Chief Justice in the 1850s, and he made a Dred Scott ruling that was wrong. And that was overturned. And last year, I believe Roger Taney's statue was removed from the premises of the Capitol in the state of Maryland, in Annapolis. So likewise, we can hope that the 1962 ruling someday will be overturned, and in this land we can once again have religious freedom for our children and for the whole society. Thank you for your time, and may God bless America.